Hello, it's officially day one of our 100-day transformation, 100-day lean down, 100 days of weight loss, 100 days of body recomposition. Now, what I'm looking to do is show you guys somewhat of the day-to-day of what I'm doing to lose weight and keep my muscle, maybe even gain some muscle along the way. I did this last year. Last year, in 100 days, I lost about 27 or 28 pounds. I can't remember exactly, but right inside of there, 27, 28 pounds. I'll show you guys before and after. Is it going to be quite that level this time? No, because we are much closer to where we want to be lean wise and everything. Don't get me wrong. There's still, I'd say, about 20 pounds to go, maybe a touch more. But will we hit almost near 30 again? I don't quite think so. Especially because I want to sacrifice zero muscle this time. We did a little bit of sacrificing at the end. Really did a hard true cut, and then I continued it, lost another 10 pounds or so, probably more because we put on some muscle, but all in all, down 40 pounds last year, and put on some muscle, lost some weight, and feeling good. But since it is day one, I think we definitely need to get in a weigh-in. So let's get after it. What am I thinking? Well, first off, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I am a weirdo, and I will memorize kind of what I look like from day to day. So a lot of times I can see the changes in my body. So I'll notice if the stomach's looking a little more bloated, or if I'm looking as lean as I have been. Oh man, that's pretty good separation. In comparison, I'm hovering right around the 200 mark, like 201, 202, somewhere in there. Honestly, we're looking right on par with where we were kind of looking just when we weighed in around, I think it was 201.8. Man, honestly, abs look even better than they were, which makes me want to say we might be down, but I don't know. I'm saying we're going to be right around 201, 202. Let's find out, though. And this is the genuine start to where we're at. So this is really, truly, seriously where we're starting. So we'll just see exactly, how lean, how ripped we can get in 100 days. I'm hoping to meet expectations from last time, but this is a great starting position in my opinion. And if you're starting way over this, last year I started way over 230 pounds last year. Year before that, I think it was like 270 or something, or 280. I don't know. It's been continual progress, is all I'm saying, and it takes extra time if you're really trying to preserve the muscle. So, all right, let's go. See what we're getting into. Oh my. Okay. Well, that's all right. Heavier than I thought. 203.2, perfectly fine. Good place to start. I'm hoping to get down to kind of about the 180 range. See what we're looking like then. See how lean we're looking. See if we're really getting defined there. But great place to start. Definitely over my lowest. I've been down to like 195 before, so we got a little bit more to go for sure. But hey, everyone's got to start somewhere. So we're gonna get after it. We're gonna get lean. We're gonna get mean. We're gonna hit all of our goals, and I'm gonna show you all of it along the way. Anything I can. So with that being said, let's hop into breakfast. Let's go. Anytime I can essentially make something where I'm tossing it in the oven, the slow cooker, air fryer, whatever it might be, essentially some level of set it and forget it, that's the way I like to go. So I'm going to be making some egg bites this morning to kind of be able to be utilized in multiple ways. So you can have these straight, or you could toss them in a burrito, or if you want to make like a scramble bowl of some kind. World's your oyster, okay? So these are going to be incredibly simple, incredibly quick. So all I'm going to be grabbing is my scale right here. I got 2 eggs, I got some egg whites, and I got some cottage cheese. So the eggs, of course, give us that natural protein. Let me turn this baby on. I'm only grabbing 2 of these guys. And I got the oven preheating to 400 right now, because we're also going to be making some bacon and sausage, but that'll be separate. So alternatively, however, you could make those prior and sprinkle it in with these and just get a wholesome egg bite with like sausage, egg, bacon, cheese. Yeah. Okay. So we got our 2 eggs in there. Egg whites. Egg whites, one of the leanest ways you can just toss in a ton of protein into anything. So if you don't have egg whites, I highly encourage it. They're huge. Very helpful. I'm going to do 230 grams, which is equivalent to 15 tablespoons or 5 servings, half a carton. Tons of ways you can look at it, but I'm just going off of the serving size that's on here. Right there. A lot of the time, whenever I'm throwing stuff together, unless I'm really going for something very specific, I'm just using the serving sizes and, you know, multiplying it by however many serving sizes. All right, 231. Perfectly fine. My OCD's going a little crazy about that, but that's fine. It's fine. All right. And then for this guy, we're going to do the full serving, 113 grams of cottage cheese. And this is fat-free cottage cheese. If you have access to fat-free cottage cheese, I mean, 13 grams of protein added in with only 80 extra calories. So, again, very lean source. Here, egg whites, 20 calories, 5 grams protein. So we're really stacking the protein here. All right, what did I say? 113. And I know what some of you might be saying. Oh, I hate the curds. Gross. We're going to blend it up. It's going to be nice and creamy. You're going to be solid. 113 right there. Perfect. Alternatively, if you really don't want cottage cheese, I mean, you're going to be having a little less protein and about the same amount of calories if you use like fat-free cheese, fat-free mild cheddar, something like that. I mean, perfect alternative to toss on in here, but again, it'll be a little different, you know? I'm going to go ahead and salt and pepper in here. Very quick, very easy. Just a bigger pinch, essentially, of each. And then, spice it up a little bit. I'm going to use a little bit of onion salt and a touch of paprika. Feel free to season how you like. Where is it? Here it is. All right. That's nice. Then we're going to top this. Blend. I'm not looking to blend it like crazy or anything. I'm just looking to get a little bit more of a cohesive blend. That's it. No joke. You can, if you're scared of the curds, they gross you out. You can blend it until it looks smooth enough for you. But yeah, I'm just honestly showing you kind of an in-between look of what this could look like. See, nice liquidy. Oven's ready. So okay, I'm just grabbing a muffin tin. I'm gonna spray like probably 6 of these guys. Thank you. And then fill them about the same. We'll see what that looks like, because I'm not sure. Because they are going to rise a little bit, so I don't want them going way overboard. And these are just ultra simple. Like if you wanted to, you could absolutely toss in some. All right. So it looks like we're getting about 8 of these guys. Again, perfectly fine. But these are ultra simple. Like if you want to top these with cheese, throw a little bit of onion and pepper in there, I mean, feel free. But this is just the simplicity that you could take with it and get something pretty good out of it without even having to think about this. So I'm going to toss these in the oven. I'm going to check them after 5 minutes I'm thinking they're going to take about 10 though. All right, now for part 2 of this light spray. Turkey breakfast sausage, #1 way to go, I promise. This is the leanest way you could go. A lot of the pre-done, like pre-cooked, are very solid. In my experience, like 10 minutes in the oven gets these perfect. I'm going to go with 4 links. Whoops. Which is going to add 13 more grams of protein for us. So that's awesome. I have a few other brands I really like other than Jimmy Dean. I think it's maybe the Johnsonville one or something. I'll show you guys a picture. But if you don't like the taste of the turkey sausage, you can always go chicken. Not quite as lean, but a much leaner option than the pork sausage. And hey, we're looking to cut down and get lean, right? So gotta take out the calories where we can. And in my opinion, chicken sausage much tastier. This guy, on the other hand, beef bacon. Beef bacon, not as fatty, lower calorie than your typical bacon, and freaking delicious. I got this at Kroger. If you don't have a Kroger nearby you, hopefully one of your natural grocers or something has it. Sorry. It's very good. Very, very good. And for 2 strips, 10 extra grams of protein. And only 90 calories for the 2 strips. So, awesome. We're going to toss those in. Equally about 10 minutes, I think. And when I tell you that's it, that's it. Like I said, alternatively, you could make the sausage and bacon beforehand and like chop it up, crumble it up, and then sprinkle it in. But what I'm going to do personally right now is kind of make a little breakfast burrito out of it. So I'll show you guys that, and then I'll have some egg bites on the side that I can just enjoy. You know what I mean? So cool little mix of elements to get everything together. All right, changing up the angle on you guys. Egg bites look like they are ready. And look at how nice and little puffy they are. They're like actual little muffins. Isn't that adorable? The only thing I gotta check is that they're the right consistency to some degree. Gotta make sure that they're like fork soft, but not super like watery or anything. No, yeah, that's looking great. I'm gonna split this one open and show you what I'm seeing. Like just eggy goodness. All right, here's the sample one to show you. Nice fluffy egg. You can see the jiggle in there, nice and soft. Taste test. Oh, perfect. Just perfect little eggy goodness. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so for each of these egg bites, I did some quick math. We're looking at about 40 calories each, as long as you pour them semi-even. Like this one's definitely smaller than like this guy, but overall, pretty similar. So 40 calories each, around 6 grams of protein each, only 1 gram of fat each, and less than a carb, like 0.6 per. So, I mean, you eat all these guys, you're going to have well over, what is that? Like, I think it's 50 grams of protein between all of them. So, 50 grams of protein right there. All right, now, let's grab out the bacon and sausage, see how that's looking. And we are at about that 10-minute mark, like I was saying, for both of these. And it looks like we were right on par for both of them. Being about 10 minutes. Boom. Let me show you guys a little bit closer of a look. So all of this combined, all of it, what are we looking at? 583 calories, 77 grams of protein, 26 fat, 11 carb. And here's a video of me speed running the burrito assembly with the egg bites just in time for me to get to my next meeting. The great part about making really simple ingredients is that you can use them however you want. So those egg bites, like I said, you could eat them straight, you could put them in this, you can make a little sandwich out of them. There's so many different ways that you could use these. And all in all, it just makes it a lot easier for you to have a meal at any time. We're looking at 583 calories and almost 80 grams of protein. What is up? So we got a little bit of work done. I work hybrid, so sometimes I'm working from home, other times not. And I decided to make a little snack. Now, this is like a chocolate banana oat pie, oat bake, oat some. It's like 40 grams of oats, which is 1 serving, 1 scoop of chocolate protein powder of your choice. You get in there, you have fun with it. And then I used Ripple as my milk and a banana. 80 grams, 70 grams of banana. But this is like 300-ish calories, and I'm mainly looking to get the carbs here. And I had one wicked workout yesterday, so I'm pretty worn out from it. It's like hitting already, and it's only 3. So, but regardless, potassium from the banana in here, I wanted to help me with recovery. But you could see nice, soft, semi-doughy texture. It's just nice. It's kind of like banana bread. It's kind of like chocolate banana bread. If you don't want the actual oats, you can blend these up and make oat flour and then make an actual bake. Make them out better. Oh, and then you heat it up for, I did 1.5 minutes. Still looked a little wet, so I did 30 more seconds. But yeah, I'll throw up the macros, of course, right here. I'm gonna enjoy this. Maybe take a nap. I'm telling you, I am. Whew. The OGs probably recognize this. Holy. We're back at the lake, getting our steps in. Dude, it is like we are seriously coming full circle. This is crazy. I haven't been out here in a little bit, actually. And it's because I've been a little lazy about taking the easier approach to it all. The bread and butter of like what really got it started. And with reframing exactly how I'm going to be doing this, like focusing on only burning 600 calories and having the rest be in the calorie deficit, still eating more than ever before and losing weight, like, man, game changer. So I'm gonna come out with a video tomorrow that's gonna go over this in a lot more depth, essentially where I would start if I had to restart, and like a lot smarter, a lot better, and how to make it, more sustainable, easier, more likely for me to keep going, and what I would do with that. So I'll be getting into more and more detail, but I'll tell you guys a little bit about what I am doing in just a second. Look at all these chickens. Good lord. Why are there so many of them? There's even more down over there. Too many chickens. Alright, so my goal when I am walking is to maintain a pace of about 100 steps per minute. Just because that's a decent pace to keep going, and it keeps, not your heart rate like elevated, but it like at least puts you into some level of, you gotta push just a touch to keep going. And for me, starting out, a year ago, prior to that, that was a pace where my heart rate would genuinely be elevated. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's eagles up in this tree. That guy just caught a fish. I watched him do it. It was so cool. Actually, he might have caught one of the squirrels that was up there. There was a third one flying around with him. I don't know where he went. But they're way the heck up there. Awesome stuff. Alright, where were we? I just heard huge wings flapping, and I was like, damn, what is that? And saw some eagles. I actually landed right up in one of those trees. I'll show you guys a video. It was really cool to see them. It's been a minute since I've seen some up close like that. So, very, very cool moment. I love capturing wildlife like that. One of the great perks of living here and getting out and walking like this. You reap the benefits of the actual health and fitness, but at the same time you get to experience everything else, like all the gorgeous colors out here, all the wildlife, everything. So, but going back to what I was saying, my goal here is to walk about 50 minutes a day, if that's the only thing that I'm doing, that should help me burn like an extra 300 calories or so. And typically in my day-to-day, if I'm not doing anything else besides that, like if I'm being truly lazy, just hanging out around the house, getting work done, maybe doing a few small things here and there, I'm gonna burn about 250, 300 calories. So with my goal being 600 calories, that extra 300 on top with 50 minutes of walking, 5,000 extra steps should lead me exactly to where I need to be. So that's the help right there. It's gonna be a little different from person to person. I'm gonna make a whole table for you guys, show you everything I think and how it could benefit you. But at least for me right now, I mean, I'm just looking to get in 50 minutes today. So 30 minutes here, and then I did 10 earlier, and I'll do 10 later. But that's just, I break it down throughout the day. It's not about going out and walking for an hour straight. If that's what gets you going, absolutely go for it. Otherwise, break it up. All right, 2 quick things. 1, check in. Let's see where we're at. 28 minutes, nearly 29 minutes. 134 calories, almost 150 calories. By the time we get back to the car, we have like 3 more minutes, 4 more minutes. I imagine we will be at least 150, which is pretty smack dab what I was hoping for. Because I mean, if we said I need an extra 300 in 30 minutes, we're at 150. 60 minutes, 300. The math is mathing. The better thing about it is that, like, the longer you go, your heart rate's going to bump up ever so slightly more. And so we would probably hit it at a little over the 50-minute mark, maybe 53, 55 minutes. But that's besides the point. Now, real quick, honesty hour. I don't know if I went too hard yesterday and it's messing with me and, like, just kind of messed up my throat a little bit and everything, or if I'm actually getting just a touch sick. But I think this was a safe idea to hold back today and then hit an at-home workout or something tomorrow, get back into it yet again. But if you don't believe that just a 600 calories burned daily is enough, I challenge you to come back next week and see if I have lost any weight or if I'm staying stagnant or gaining even. So that's my challenge out to everybody. And you just tell me what you see in a week, and I'll tell you what happens in a week. We'll go from there. Okie pokey. Okie pokey. I'll get you back at the Casa for some din-din. Other than that, chilling. What is it? So first day complete. Nice and easy. Got our calories in all through walking. No treadmill, no bike, no elliptical, just walking not only around the house, but outside for a little bit. And I showed you guys you can add in like 150 calories in 30-ish minutes. If you're just starting out, it's going to be even more than that. And if you pick up the pace and actually like kind of do a brisk walk, you can absolutely bump it up. But I really can't tell if I'm getting sick or what's going on. I definitely feel like worn out and something going on with the nasal passages and my throat and everything. So hopefully get some good quality sleep, feel better tomorrow. But dinner was pretty awesome. We did a crock pot recipe. You essentially put chicken breast, cream of chicken, like from the can, like it almost looks like chicken noodle soup, a little bit of broccoli, some fat-free cheese, some fat-free cottage cheese, and you kind of just mix it all up to get kind of like a stew or a slurry going. And then on the side, you can have it with either some chips or a bun, or Ritz crackers actually go really well with it, and it made it taste very similar to a pot pie. So that absolutely helped me max out my freaking protein for the day. We got over 200 grams of protein in today, and stood within my 1900 calories that I've been shooting for. So all said and done, we are looking very good. I'll post my macros right here for the day just to show you what it was looking like. But man, I cannot complain. Like I said, hopefully we recover. I know this was a very lackluster day, but hopefully this shows you guys kind of what even a normal, like a very normal day can look like, and you can still reap the reward and the benefit of continued weight loss in very simple ways. Just walking around the house, walking around the park. It's not all about the gym. It's not all about cardio. It's about these little things, and they stack up, and next thing you know, you're looking good. But okay, enough. See you tomorrow. Look better, feel better, be better. Good night.